Hi guys, welcome back. Today I want to pick my August TBR. I really enjoyed having a TBR for July. If you don't know, I am a massive mood reader. If I have something I need to read, I won't. I will actually refuse for some unknown reason. But I did pick my TBR for July and I did read 2 of the 4 books. So some progress at least. Today is the perfect time to pick my August TBR. It's super gloomy outside. It's like a full-on summer storm going on outside. So I did make myself some tea. This is my favorite tea ever. It's so good. It's like Earl Grey with vanilla or something, and it's so good. I've got like a jar or a mug, I guess, for all of the prompts for my TBR in here. And I'm really excited to pick some books to kind of get a sense of direction for August, because August is strange because it's still super warm usually, but in my mind it's autumn. Like, it's full on fall season emotionally for me, and I feel like for a lot of people. So, and I love autumn more than anything. I am so excited. We will pick 4 books again because no way I can do more than that, and less than that feels a bit unnecessary. Okay, first prompt, let's choose it. Okay. First prompt for the August TBR is, oh, from a free little library. Okay. Oh, okay. Give me a second, I'll get some books and then we'll pick one. Okay, so I did choose 3 books that I picked up from free little libraries around town. The first one being Leonora in the Morning Light by Michaela Carter. In this book, we are set in 1937 and we follow Leonora, who's a 20-year-old painter who meets Max Ernst and kind of follows him from London to Paris, where she meets all of these like visionaries of the surrealist movement. It's also set during the Second World War. We follow them fleeing France, and it says here that they embark on a remarkable journey that will shape them as artists and individuals. Based on true events and historical figures, Leonora in the Morning Light is an unforgettable story of love, art, and destiny that restores a 20th century heroine to a rightful place in our collective imagination. Absolutely love this. Sounds so good. Like, so good. I might just have to read this. The second book that I also chose was The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. And this one I've been wanting to read for such a long time, like actually such a long time. Here we follow a wealthy boy and the son of his father's servant. And we are set in Afghanistan at a tense and crucial moment of change and destruction. In The Kite Runner, Khaled Hosseini gives us a vivid and engaging story that reminds us how long his people have been struggling to triumph over forces of violence, forces that continue to threaten them even today. And then lastly, another one that I got from the Free Little Library is The Return of the Native by Thomas Hardy. I know both the title and the name. I don't know anything more. The Return of the Native is widely recognized as the most representative of Hardy's Wessex novels. He evokes the dismal presence and menacing beauty of Edgeon Heath, reaching out to touch the lives and fate of all who dwell on it. The central figure is Clym Yeobright, the returning native, and the story tells of his love of the beautiful but capricious Eustacia V. As the narrative unfolds and character after character is driven to self-destruction, the presence of the Heath becomes all-embracing, while Clym becomes a traveling preacher in an attempt to assuage his guilt. Like, yes, I do love a classic. And yes, I want all of them. I want to see all of these characters like be driven into madness and self-destruction, and you have this like mansion, I guess. I don't really know what a heath is. The thing that annoys me most about books is that they don't just clearly tell you when the book was first published. I don't care when this edition was published. I actually don't give a fuck at all. Tell me when the text was written. Makes me so mad. Like, literally just put it under the title. I think I'm not feeling this one as much as the others right now. So either one of these and both of these sound so good. Like a full-on historical fiction, probably a lot about gender and about art and everything. So interesting. And then this like madness-induced, destructive book of like England in the 19th century. I think what I'm more interested right now, a tiny bit more, is Leonora in the Morning Light. So I will pick this one because all these books sound so good. First one for my August TBR, and this one just looks like an August book. It's just too good. Okay, the next prompt. All of these are stuck together. Perfect. Next prompt is not a novel. Ooh. Okay, so I did choose 3 books, but basically I already know which one I'm gonna pick. But let me just give you some of the options. Number 1 is Joan Didion, which is Sentimental Journeys? I don't know, I have the German edition. I don't know what it's called in English. Sentimental Journeys, which are some of her essays. I've never read anything by Joan Didion. I know very little about her. I just know she's an icon, and I do really, really want to read something by her. But to be fair, preferably in English. I think I picked this up at a Free Little Library as well, and I like the edition, but I think I would prefer to read it in English. Number 2 is one that I picked up very recently, and that is Palestine is Everywhere, edited by Skye Arundhati Thomas. And this is just a collection of loads of Palestinian artists and authors and kind of collected in this book. And I desperately want to read this very, very soon. But I feel like this is not a book that I want to have on a TBR. This is something that I don't want to have a time limit for. I want to be able to really take my time with it, read it in a more in a time frame that fits myself better, especially since it's such a heavy topic as well. But the one that I think I'm going to choose is Forest of Noise by Musab Abu Toha, which is a poetry collection by also a Palestinian author. I'm not a huge poetry reader anyways, and so I feel like poetry collection like this is perfect to read throughout the entire month. I know that this is crazily heavy, very, very, very graphic, and apart from the obvious importance of this, I do want to get into more poetry as well. So yeah, this is gonna be the second pick for my August TBR. Third prompt, let's see. Okay, what is it? A soft DNF. Okay, so as expected, I did have some soft DNFs. Probably there are loads more on my shelves. But the 3 that I did pick for now is firstly The Secret of Chimneys by Agatha Christie. I started this at some point during vacation somewhere, and I've never read an Agatha Christie book before. And I remember, I don't know, I started it and I didn't really get it. But also, I don't know, I didn't really give it that much of a chance. I got maybe 10 or 20 pages through. I just wasn't really in the mood, but I would like to read an Agatha Christie book. Another one that I soft DNF'd a while back is The Rule of the Land by Garrett Carr. And this I picked up for university for my Northern Irish Lit course, or maybe Border Narratives, something of the sort, because this is Garrett, who walked along the Irish/Northern Irish border in I don't even know what year, a while back probably. And then he wrote about it. And yeah, this is from 2017, so almost 10 years ago. And I remember it was so cool. Look here, you can see the border and where he walks along it and everything. And I don't know, I think it's such a cool and interesting idea. And I think borders as a topic are so interesting as well. Garrett, my man, love him. It says here, Garrett Carr powerfully captures the often desolate beauty of the border landscape in language that is robust yet lyrical. And I remember loving this. I really desperately want to finish and continue this because it's so cool and so interesting. And then the last one, I did try to read this a while back. That is Twelfth Night by Shakespeare. And I got I can't even remember how far I got through, maybe 50 pages. And I remember I was so annoyed because I just didn't get it. And I've read Shakespeare before. I read Julius Caesar and I loved it. So much fun, so goofy in a way. But this one was just, I just didn't get it. And I love the movie She's the Man, and I was just like, I want to read about that. Like, that's so funny. But I didn't get it. And maybe like She's the Man has altered my expectations because it's just too good. And this one, sorry, William, it will never stand up like to She's the Man. It just won't. But I really want to read more Shakespeare, right? Like, I love English literature, of course. I need to read my Shakespeare and everything, and I've only read one play by him, so this one is a strong contender as well. Let me tell you, I won't read Agatha this month. Sorry, girl, no. So either of these, and I think what I'm really excited about is this one, The Rule of the Land, because Garrett, like, he really got me when I started reading this, and it's so cool, and you have all these pictures in here, and of course it's a non-fiction, and I rarely read non-fiction books, so I think this is the next one that I'll choose, and I'm so excited for it. And now onto the last prompt to choose. I'm very excited. What is it? 2-word title. Oh, I know which one I could use. I have 2 options for this, and both of these I desperately want to read. So both of these are from the library, actually. And the first one is In Memoriam by Alice Wynne, and I think everybody knows this book. Basically, we are set in the First World War, I think, and you have these 2 young men who somehow end up writing to each other and falling in love or something like that. Because I don't want to know everything that is gonna happen, I won't read the blurb, but like, that's the general gist of it. Like, yeah, historical fiction as well. But I've been wanting to read this for so long, and I know people, like, I think a lot of people really love this book, so I think it's time for me to read it. But the other book that I also really want to read, and I also got from the library, is Shaggy Brain by Douglas Stewart. And I don't know how it has happened that I haven't read a book by Douglas Stewart yet. I don't know. Like, I wish I knew, but I haven't. And I think this one, like, this is his debut novel. And so I feel like that's a cool place to start as well. And this one, I think, is about like a mother-son relationship. Let me read you the blurb. Agnes Bain has always expected more. In the Glasgow of the early 80s, she dreamed of greater things. A house with its own front door, a life bought and paid for outright, like her perfect but false teeth. When her philandering husband ups and leaves, she and her 3 children find themselves trapped in a mining town decimated by Thatcherism. As Agnes increasingly turns to alcohol for comfort, her children try their best to save her. Yet one by one, they abandon her in order to save themselves. It's her son Shaggy who holds out hope the longest, but Shaggy has problems of his own. Despite all his efforts to pass as a normal boy, everyone has started to realize that Shaggy is no right. Agnes wants to be there for her son, but her addiction has the power to eclipse everyone close to her, even her beloved Shaggy. Like, that sounds so incredible. And this one as well. I mean, I can read. Hopefully I will get to both of these in August. You know what? Honestly, I need to read both of these in August, so I will just put both of these on my TBR. Like, fuck it. Who cares? Who cares? Both of these. So this is my August TBR. Like, that's a good TBR. For Free Little Library, we have Leonora in the Morning Light. Then for Not a Novel, we have Forest of Noise. For Soft DNF, we have The Rule of the Land. And then for 2-word title, we have Shaggy Bain and In Memoriam. What an awesome TBR. I feel like this is actually a TBR that I could do because it's so different. And all of these books, I feel like sometimes if the TBR is too, or if the books that I want to read are too similar, I can't read them like simultaneously. And then I need to finish one book before I start the other, and then I'll like, it will take me ages. But for these are so different. I feel like I can read quite a few of them simultaneously. So that's great. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a good like end to your summer and maybe a good start of autumn. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.